Alright guys, I was able to watch the Superman movie, and the thing I liked about it is that Superman gets beat up, like a lot, and I think that's what we really needed. That's just one of the reasons why I like this movie so much. When we talk about the older DCEU movies with Henry Cavill, the darker tones, XYZ, the only question that I had was, how come he needs the Justice League? Superman can pretty much take care of any fight by himself. As a matter of fact, there was a scene where he fought the entire Justice League by himself. They made him all powerful, and I think what this movie does well is bring him kind of down to earth. He's not invincible. He can be beat, and he needs the Justice League or his friends to actually help whatever situation he's in. He can't do it alone. That's the biggest difference that I see between the older DCU and the James Gunn DCU. You know, you really feel hope when you're watching this, and it's not just like the script, but the acting, the colors, the music, everything kind of collides together, making it a hopeful film. And even with the things that are happening in it, allows you to feel that sense of hope. And the subject matter, we're talking about things that parallel wars that are happening today, especially with Israel and Gaza. These are the things that really bring life to a movie, made it feel more like a comic book movie than anything else. They were not trying to make it a modern version, like what if these superheroes lived in the real world. Looked like they were actually ripped straight from the comic books, as they should be. And it's not just Superman that you see differently, you see these characters differently. One in particular, Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, he's not just an evil guy trying to be more powerful than Superman. He has real concerns about him being from another planet, an alien. We really don't know anything about Superman, but everyone loves him and trusts him to help. But what if he turned? Lex Luthor in this really, especially in his monologue, made us understand why he was concerned. It was like, am I the only one seeing this? Ends up like an Omni-Man, right? And then just has a plan. He had the invincible vision of an Omni-Man faking his way and then automatically turning evil. You never know. Don't really read DC that much, but I've heard that Lex Luthor is one of the smartest people in DC Comics, and when you see the technology that he uses, robots to do his bidding of fighting Superman, and even the 1A, 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 I'm gonna be saying that for the rest of the year. Very passionate. This Lex Luthor, I believed him. But there was another character in here, Mr. Terrific, played by Edie Gathegi. This is just all due to the Fox mishap that happened with him playing a character that should not have died, but yet they killed him off anyway. And it was actually very cliche. Movies back in the day wanting to kill off the black character so that we wouldn't have to see him for the rest of the movie. And it's actually very stupid the way they did it. He could have been any other character and done that, and we would have been like, all right, another black character gone, right? Same old, same old. But he literally couldn't die. This was his piece de resistance, whatever they say, to him actually coming back in a superhero role. But this time, he actually stole scenes from Superman, I believe. But he is one of the best side characters in this movie. And, you know, Guy Gardner, you had Green Lantern, but also Hawkgirl. They did their thing, but he was the point where I was like, I love his technology. I didn't know much about him, and the spheres were cool. And, you know, there's just a fight scene in it that, in James Gunn's style, just does him justice. It's almost like a welcome back, you know, you're home now, you know what I mean? Let's do you right. Let's get you that recognition that you deserve. Perfectly played. If you guys know anything about Mr. Terrific, do you think he would be good in his own movie? I know that they're actually coining a script or something. They have a patent for Mr. Terrific as a movie, so fingers crossed we might actually get this. Are there any side characters in this movie that you saw that you wish would get their own movie? Let me know down in the comments. Overall, I believe that this is exactly what DC needed. The brighter comic book tones, the James Gunn effect, which obviously brings humor and music into it, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, but it wasn't overdone, and the music is actually awesome in here. You actually do hear some of the original or remake of the Superman theme, which is awesome too. You can't not have it. One thing that was a little interesting was the way that Superman, you know, Clark Kent's parents, the dad The dad was a little weird. He almost seemed remedial, like a little, like he had mental health issues. The mom was just fine, when you're talking about a Midwestern family, I guess, but the dad threw me off a little bit, but you could tell that he truly cared for Clark. Crypto was cool as well. I feel like, he came in when he needed to come in, but, he was a nuisance at the time, but that's what dogs are. When you're talking about a cosmic dog, would they really act the same as a Earth dog? But overall, I love this film. I gave this actually a 4.5 out of 5. I saw this actually twice. This is a very good first showing of what the new DCU is, and I'm excited for more, especially Lanterns. Guy Gardner's going to be in it. He's hilarious, and I do want to see more of these characters. Guys, let me know down below what you thought of this movie. If you're looking for a comic book movie, this one is definitely it. It has a lighter tone than what we saw in the older Henry Cavill DCU with Zack Snyder. I think it needed a breath of fresh air, and James Gunn is definitely bringing it. Guys, let me know what you think down below, and as always, I have more movies here. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.